8 years. I'm an associate, and it's a wonderful organization. And particularly, the most important thing that is the system is excellent. But most important thing which has impressed me, sharpening the axe, continuous upgrading, faculty development programs.
Yeah.
That is the strongest point of D.A.V. And now it is going on. And it is a
Right.
continuous affair. It's a continuous affair. Are you able to hear me properly?
Yeah. I'm getting you, sir.
Okay, you are able to hear me. Okay, good. So that is the strongest point. That's the strongest point I find. So now it is 11:59.
Right.
Suman, you can, with due permission of our chief guest, Major General B.K. Mahapatra, and the eminent editor, Sri Manoranjan Mishra, with their permission, Anshuman, you can start the program.
Surely. So, by your permission, Major General Sir, shall we begin?
Please. All under your control. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm going to the mute. I'm going over to the mute.
Yes. Reverend Keynote
I'm
Speaker
sure
Manoranjan
we are
Mishra, sir.
requesting all people to go to mute, otherwise there will be disturbance.
Yes, sir. Reverend Keynote Speaker, sir, Sri Manoranjan Mishra, shall we begin? By your permission.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Principal, sir, shall we?
Yes, go ahead. Best of luck.
Just in a minute, we are going to begin. Technical team, get ready. Greetings of the moment. Our lifestyle has not been the same since the outbreak of the pandemic COVID-19. Ever since, many things in our lives has changed. The governments across the globe have been dealing colossal issues such as COVID-19 as by itself, continuous researches to invent an anti-COVID-19 vaccine, slump in the economy, job layoffs, salary cuts, lockdown, migrant workers returning to their home states, etc. But back at home, billions of people have been spending time with their families and giving time to each other, maybe after many days. This gap has given a space to many to not only spend time with their families, but with themselves as well, realizing and discovering many things about the little creative self within themselves that possesses enormous potential to create many literary things. And with that realization, they soared high into their own universe of imagination to create some literary pieces. Thus, to provide an opportunity to such creative minds, Vetratua DSBM Literary Club, under the patronage of D.A.V. School of Business Management, Bhubaneswar, took the privilege of initiating literary webinar on COVID-19 and observation through creativity. I must mention that on 18 July 2020, the session 1 of the literary webinar was organized, in which Shweta Mishra, Sanchita Mimansha, Shikrupa Rath, Baranyakar and Padmajakar presented their creative writings in the presence of Shri Bisnupada Sethi, the Principal Secretary, Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Government of Orissa. And on this very day, we have gathered here to witness the literary webinar on COVID-19 and observation through creativity, Session 2. Dear viewers, I am Anshuman Mohanty, lecturer in English and soft skills, as well as the coordinator of Vetratva. On this very literary webinar, I handle the capacity of the moderator. Thus, on behalf of the entire fraternity of Team DSBM, I extend a warm welcome to each and everyone out here to this very online platform, where we will not only get an opportunity to witness the literary pieces of the students, but at the same time will get valued inputs from the honorable luminaries. But without delaying any further, I would like to state that an auspicious beginning leads towards successful completion of tasks. Therefore, it's time for the e-lighting of the inaugural lamp. Deepa Jyoti Param Brahma, Deepa Jyotir Janardana, Deepo Harateme Papam, Deepa Jyoti Namastute. The light of the lamp represents the supreme energy. The light of the lamp represents the supreme God. May the light of the lamp eliminate sins. Salutations to the light of the lamp. Om Shanti. After rejoicing the importance of light in our lives to the e-lighting of the inaugural lamp, my duty lies in introducing the reverend luminaries. At the outset, I am honored to announce that the chief speaker of this literary webinar had been a highly decorated officer in the prestigious and the mighty Indian Army. After passing out from the NDA, Dehradun, he was commissioned into 3 Cavalry Armored Corps as an officer in 1954 and superannuated in January 1990, offering 36 years of vivacious service to the Indian Army. During that period, he actively participated in wars, counterinsurgency operations, disaster managements, and many more activities. Post-retirement in 1990, he devoted himself to social, cultural, educational, philanthropic, and public life. Proudly, I would like to announce that he is a guardian figure to all associated, especially with D.A.V institutions, as he is the chairman of D.A.V Public School CTA Cuttack. He is none other than Major General Basant Kumar Mahapatra, the proud recipient of Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, AVSM, which is the 2nd highest lifetime achievement in the Defense Forces. Sir, I extend you a warm welcome to this literary webinar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Most grateful.
Thank you. In a democracy, media is considered as one of the 4 pillars that sustain democratic rights of the citizens, the other 3 being legislative, executive, and judicial. Media is a medium through which actions are observed upon and analyzed critically. It offers a thorough check to everything that happens in a democratic nation. And to keep that flow, many media personnel are working day in and day out to search and present the fact in front of us. And today, we are glad to have one of the greatest news reporters this state has ever produced. Yes, he is not just a popular face in Odisha, but also a celebrated news anchor who has been awarded at various platforms for his relentless service to the society. I mean, the popular face that comes with Manoranjan Mishra Live. Yes, dear viewers, he is one and only Sri Manoranjan Mishra, editor Connect TV. He has graced this event as the keynote speaker. Warm welcome to this literary webinar, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Anshumanji.
Thank you. At this platform, I must mention that we do also have a renowned academician come administrator who has been a constant support to Team DSBM. Yes, I mean to address the principal of D.A.V. Public School Unit 8 Bhubaneswar, Mrs. Ipsita Das. Welcome to this literary webinar, ma'am. I'm also privileged to declare that we do also have the principal of DSBM, Dr. D.N. Mishra, amid us, a true leader with a prolonged career on academics and administration. He is known for his diligent contribution towards the welfare of the students' community. Welcome to this event, sir.
Thank you, Anshuman.
I cannot seize myself from introducing the meticulous academician and the coordinator of DSBM, Dr. Anjali Panda, who is also amid us. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Anshuman. All the best, students.
Thank you. Apart from the above mentioned luminaries, we do also have some students who deserve an introduction, as this literary webinar is an outcome of their diligent contribution. To begin with, we have the students coordinator of Vetratwa DSBM Literary Club, Ms. Tejaswini Nayak, who has relentlessly worked for the club by taking care of all kinds of nuances. Welcome, Tejaswini.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, dear. I must mention that all the 5 presenters of this literary event are sophomores and have groomed themselves enormously in just 1 year at DSBM. I would like to begin with the introduction of Ms. Dibyasha Pradhan, who has not only participated in a number of events at DSBM, but has also been the winner of DSBM Talkfest 2019. Welcome, Dibyasha.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. I must also introduce Ms. Punyata Dash, who has represented the event management team of DSBM at bigger platforms. She is also an acclaimed singer and has featured in FM channels. Welcome, Punyata.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. We do also have an amazing painter, Ms. Purvi Patnaik, who has participated in many events at DSBM. She is an active member of Vetratwa, who takes leading role in decoration activities. Welcome, Purvi.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, dear. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Keshav Tibrawal, who has not only been an active member of DSBM's event management team, but also an active member of DSBM IT Club and DSBM Literary Club Vetratwa. Welcome, Keshav.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. I must also introduce Ms. Abha Tripathi, who is a skillful writer. She's a blogger and offers something interesting to her readers every Saturday under the pen name D.A.V. And today is Saturday. Welcome, Abha.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. My duty also lies to introduce Mr. P. Subham Patra and Mr. Shritam Tripathi, who are the diligent members of DSBM IT Club. I must mention that each e-document used in this literary webinar has been designed by them. Welcome, Subham and Shritam.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, dear. From the introduction of the students, it is clear that students get ample of opportunities at DSBM to nurture their skills and to offer them enough of platforms. I must mention that conducting seminars, workshops, panel discussions are an integral part of DSBM's unique pedagogy. And with the changing times, I must proclaim that Team DSBM has shifted its strategy from seminars to webinars, because we honestly believe that come what may, knowledge sharing shall never cease. Before proceeding any further, let's witness the instant profile of DSBM.
branches of D.A.V. CMC New Delhi, DSBM is a leading commerce and management institute in Odisha that imparts BBA honors and BCom honors programs. DSBM is accredited by the Department of Higher Education, Government of Odisha, affiliated to Utkal University, and is also the only certified silver learning partner of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, London. DSBM strives to nurture the students through its unique pedagogy that comprises seminars and symposiums, business games, workshops, talk fests, panel discussions, and expert talks, etc. As a result of which, the students of DSBM have been maintaining the legacy of academic excellence since inception, which also reflects in the results of last passing out batches in 2019. DSBM also provides an opportunity to the students to enhance their expertise in creative writing and public speaking through Literary Club, videography and editing through IT Club, personal finance management and investment through Finance Club, as well as running and managing business through Entrepreneurship Club. DSBM became the first degree college in Odisha to start online classes by following the SOP of e-learning platform during the outbreak of COVID-19.
After watching the DSBM Institute Profile 2020, now it's time to request the principal of DSBM, Dr. D.N. Mishra, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, Dr. Mishra.
Thank you, Mr. Mohanty, most energetic moderator of this beautiful literary webinar on COVID-19 and observation through creativity session 2. Good morning, all viewers of DSBM digital platform, esteemed chief guest, Major General B.K. Mahapatra, keynote speaker, Mr. Manoranjan Mishra, editor Connect TV, my colleague, Madam Ipsita Das, coordinator of the DSBM, Dr. Panda, members of the faculty council, and my proud students of DSBM. On behalf of the team DSBM, I extend special welcome to Major General B.K. Mahapatra to grace this function. I always mention to the students of DSBM, when Major General B.K. Mahapatra visit to the campus, he is to activate the young minds. I just want to say one sentence about B.K. Mahapatra. After his retirement, he dedicated his life for the betterment of the society by associating with socio-cultural issues of the society in process of time. I also extend warm welcome to Manoranjan Mishra, who is a distinguished news reporter, but always take the voice of the common people. I repeat, always take the voice of the common people to bring positive change in the society. Sir, on behalf of the team DSBM, on behalf of 420 students, I extend warm welcome to you. My dear students, I'd like to convey one appreciating and happy notes in today DSBM digital platform. That is, my students in the outbreak of COVID-19 has already given a good kickstart to converting the challenges of outbreak of COVID-19 into opportunities. Justification A, you have taken sincere efforts for organizing series of events as mentioned by Ansuman Mohanty. International webinar, e-panel discussion, e-expert talk, e-workshop, literary webinar session 1. Today we have the opportunity for literary session 2. So many events. This outbreak COVID-19 give opportunities to connect our institution to the abroad universities. Like from the Kansas University, professor has joined with the students. From British University, they have joined. So it is because of the active involvement of the students. Justification B. Around 60 students of DSBM completed online SIP in 5 big audit companies of the world like KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, EY, etc. This is only possible on account of this outbreak of COVID-19 under the mentorship of 10 dedicated faculty who is working 24/7. Then, my dear students, justification 3. We are very happy. It is our duty to make prospective and quality engagement of each and every students to motivate them, inspiring them. They are pursuing digital marketing course, web designing, creating app, advanced Excel, quick decision making in order to have value addition of their professional career in addition to regular classes from 8:50 to 1 p.m. on online platform. This is the first institution we have tried in the portal of higher education to start e-learning platform for the students. I just want to make a simple comparison how we can say we are able to convert this challenge into opportunities. Yesterday, after the talk of Professor A.K. Mahapatra, who is interacting with the students, taking the questions of the students, then I'm just revisiting the activities conducted in the last academic year and this year. I have just counted from 1st April 20 till today, 8th August. Today it is a wonderful platform having two eminent personalities, Major B.K. Mahapatra and Manoranjan Mishra, to be there with us. We are able to conduct 12 number of the big events from 1st April 20 to 8th August 20. But I have compared to the last academic year, we are able to conduct 4 programs. So there is a 3-fold increase of the events. So I believe we are able to convert these challenges into opportunities. So my dear students, it is my appeal to all the students, be proactive, continue your sincere efforts with multi-fold approach so that you can make your professional career meaningful and simultaneously you can contribute to the society for win-win situation for all stakeholders in the society, including your career. You can make happy to your parents and you can contribute to the society, even if there is an adverse situation in the Indian economy. At last, not least, I convey my best wishes to my 5-star students of DSBM for such wonderful presentation in the literary webinar of COVID-19. That is an observation through creativity. Thank you everybody to being part of the DSBM digital platform. Thank you all of you. Over to Ansuman Mahanti.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words. With this, the time has come to witness the literary presentations of the students. To begin with, I would like to request Ms. Dibyasha Pradhan to present her literary creation. Over to you, Dibyasha.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to all dignified luminaries present here in the webinar and my fellow Vetrito members. I am Divyasha Pradhan, a BCom 3rd semester student at D.A.V. School of Business Management. 2020 has been an unbelievable year. Right from the beginning, human race has been facing many disastrous events. A disease caused by the deadly COVID-19 virus has transformed into a pandemic and has taken millions of lives around the world. These are extraordinarily tough times, and in situations as this, the least we can do is to stay positive and come out of this pandemic safely. My literary piece today talks about a certain perspective that we all need to develop to be able to bear through the changing times. Had my heart itself known what fulfillment from life meant, I would have sung you a poem. But this had to be prose. Presenting you, life is never enough. A string of thoughts. Imagine one fine morning you wake up and you find out that the streets are deserted and malls are empty, that you are caged in the comfort of your own home, and the same comfort has now turned into frustration. You hear on the news that the whole world is reeling under a pandemic, thousands of people losing lives every day. A simple touch is now a weapon, and not visiting your parents and friends becomes an act of love. Our best scientists are struggling to find a cure, and our so-called intellectual superiority has surrendered to a microorganism. It is heartbreaking to hear about the plight of millions of migrant workers who have had to walk back home bare feet in the scorching heat. The fury of nature showing terrible manifestations in the form of super cyclones, raging forest fires, rising sea levels, and swarms of locust attack disturb our sanity. In addition to this, the heinous murder of a pregnant elephant in Kerala shows us that humanity might truly be dead. After all, who do you go to when your protector turns into your cruelest oppressor? There was a time when our worst nightmare used to be a global apocalypse that would leave nothing but complete destruction in its wake. What if I tell you that the reality is here and is even worse? And yet, the world goes on without us. The only difference being humans have been put into cages. Nature is healing in its own pace, giving out a message that we are all her guests, not her masters. It is at times like these that you realize that power, beauty, money, fame, all of it is worthless. Despite our worldly blessings and wisdom, everything is void, frail, and elusive as a mirage. You might be the most powerful being on earth, yet death will wipe you off from the face of earth like the mice underground. What is left is your short existence, and life itself, you'll know, is a blink between two eternities, your birth and your death. Among a few things that will never feel enough is life. Living, loving, laughing, sharing, finding oneself will never be enough. In tough times like these, life appears so fragile and precious that its loss within your own circle or anywhere else feels unbearable. You can lose it within minutes, and this just reminds us of its importance. While we complain of the boredom, someone out there isn't even getting a quarter of the privileges we are enjoying scrolling through our smartphone screens. All we need is a little bit of empathy within ourselves and perspective to see the bigger picture. More than anything else, what we have to develop is a sense of gratitude and kindness. Kindness towards each other, to the environment, to all living beings, and to our planet. We have to understand that life is too short to waste over spreading hatred and negativity. What the present situation around the world must teach us is the immeasurable and irreplaceable value of life, whether it's yours, your family's, your friends, or anyone else's. Despite all the negativity in the world today, we must not waver our faith in humanity, because for 100 bad, there is 1,000 good too. The least that we can do is to be grateful and considerate to return nature's favor to us. Even if we are used to a fast-paced life, we must sometimes slow down and smell the roses along the way. Slow periods of growth still count as growth, as long as you haven't given up. It is important that we enjoy each and every moment of the journey, because small things are what matters the most. In the end, I would like to say, what does not kill you makes you stronger, and every crisis results in an evolution of strength and intellect which outlasts the time of desperation and even centuries after that. Thank you so much. I would like to thank all the honorable luminaries, Principal Sir, Anjali Ma'am, for joining us in our discussion. Thank you, Anshuman Sir, for giving us an opportunity to visualize this pandemic through the literary lens. Thank you, Team Vetrutva, for your amazing work and coordination every time. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the audience for their patient hearing. Thank you so much, and please have a nice day.
Thank you, dear. That was indeed a scintillating presentation. Especially, presenting a prose in literary webinar is in itself a bold step, and you did it skillfully. Well done, Dibyasha.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Next, we have Miss Punyata Das. Over to you, Punyata. Please put forward your creativity.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to everyone present over here. Reverend dignitaries, respected principal sir, coordinator ma'am, honorable faculty members, and my dear fellow mates. I am Punyata Das, a third semester BCom student of DSBM, is going to present a self-written poem called Decoding the Virtual Connect. 2020 was supposed to be the year full of a lot of enthusiasm and opportunities. Many of us would have prepared a series of things we all wanted to achieve. Then COVID-19 hits. It was surreal. Suddenly, the entire world just stopped, and you keep thinking it will end soon, but more and more bad news came, and all your plans just failed. The same happened with me too. I kept overthinking, started losing hope, and whole of my mind got messed up. I barely started focusing on present, on things around me, and started getting engrossed in negative. But with time I realized this thing was not helping me. Instead, it was kind of a disease, and I started to fall a victim to this. So I decided to take all my thoughts in positive direction and make the best use of time. All the things I went through, I tried to showcase it as a poem. You never know what the future holds. Stop overthinking. This is what I was told. Devour the novels. Keep yourself occupied. Pen down your thoughts. These are the things I tried. Still, I failed to control my thoughts and stir up my mind with tangles and knots. Messy mind, demented soul, the aftermaths which started distracting me from my goal. But how long are they going to muddle me? I have to get rid of them, have to let myself free. So I engrossed myself with positive notions, started working on my present and having control on my emotions. Overthinking is not less than a chronic ailment. Eats you up from inside, burns all. It doesn't have blood, sweat, and tears. Just a hint of patience and positivity to fight your fears. Thank you and have a nice day.
Amazing presentation, Punyata. Words well selected, I must say. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
For the next presentation, I would like to ask Ms. Purvi Patnaik to take the charge. Over to you, Purvi.
Thank you, sir. Greetings of the moment to all the dignitaries, guests, teachers, and all the students who have joined together on this unique online seminar organized by DSBM, aligned with a unique pedagogy which provides us students with opportunities to showcase our presentation skills on various platforms. With every passing day, coronavirus seems to reach a new tragic milestone. More than 7 lakh cases have been reported by WHO and more than 4 lakh people have already lost their lives. Every single loss of life is a tragic lesson for humanity. But this tragedy motivated us to come together and double down our efforts at stopping this virus spread any further. We must acknowledge some countries for their effective control and some who have not reported a single case since the outbreak. This provides hope for the rest of the world that even the most serious situation can be turned around. Day by day, we are learning more and more about the virus and the affected causes. The most vital point we are learning here is that the old age group is most affected, but the younger ones are ever not spared. Data from many countries clearly show that people above 50 make up a significant proportion of the patients requiring hospitalization. Although this pandemic is greatest enemy of humanity in today's time, fake messages and rumors spread on social media are also serious evil as it is the root of fear and panic among people. We have to fight against it both physically as well as mentally. We all know that it is difficult to adjust to such a hard situation as we never faced anything such before. There's an economic crisis and it's constantly deteriorating. But like a silver lining over a dark cloud, this pandemic seemed to have held the nature to get refreshed. We have seen visuals of wild animals and even some endangered species to roam in free without fear of humans. The atmosphere has shown drastic changes. Now the air is fresher. Carbon monoxide and other toxic gases have decreased to a remarkable percentage. Though this pandemic is hard for mankind, but was a boon for the environment. There is one and only novel key to fight back COVID-19 until the vaccines are made, and this is solidarity between the countries and all of humanity. I would now like to showcase a painting that is relevant to the topic and describes the current scenario. So I would now like to explain it to the August gathering here. What's the most remarkable aspect of my art here is that it shows the warlike scenario our country faces today and how we are fighting against it. The left shows the grave humanity faces today an invention like never before. Towards the top right, I try to represent all the tactics we are using, like frequent use of sanitizer, avoiding contact with eyes, nose, and mouth. As I said before, it's a war, then we must have soldiers too. And here on the right side, I portray the soldiers of this war who are not only in camouflage uniforms, but also in white PPE suits. Our doctors risking their lives every second. The chain around India shows that we are locked up now, but with our loved ones and spending a quality time with them. It's not a punishment, rather an opportunity to get closer. The portrayal of our honorable PM in my painting is to show that how our leadership is at the forefront of spreading awareness and the government trying its best to fight against this pandemic. So now I would like to showcase a piece of poetry penned by me. Here it goes. As I stepped out with a mask, all my hope and faith had no mark. Those gloomy faces stared at me for some answers. I was perplexed as I didn't have any answer. They lost their valuable asset, which was their grief. All they were left with was pain, fear, tear, and scream. Somehow, I gave them hope with a twinkle in their eyes, but the cries kept echoing in my mind. I had no motivation, yet I was there. I looked everywhere, there was no one who cared. Hope my service gave their life a sway. All it gave me a reason, probably, to stay. Lastly, I'd like to thank our respected principal sir, faculties, and the coordinator of the event to have taken up the challenge to dive such unique event, even in this challenging time. Thank you.
I must opine that the painting is extremely stimulating and relevant. Well done, Purvi. Even the poem recited by you was so very amazing.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Next, we have Mr. Keshav Tivrawal. Over to you, Keshav. Please present your creative writing.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, absolutely.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected guests, principal sir, esteemed teachers, my seniors and my colleagues. I, Keshav Tibrewal, a BBA third sem student, am lucky enough to present the only Hindi poem this literary webinar. Duty तो हर कोई निभा सकता है, पर देशभक्ति सबके बस की बात नहीं. With this thought to start off, I would like to dedicate this poem to all our honest policemen, our unsung heroes. Title of my poem is Gumnaam Nayak, which is the Hindi translation for unsung heroes. For me, poetry is all about expressing, and expressing is way more easier and better if we choose the correct language to do so. For me, Hindi is the language in which I can express myself freely. Coming to my topic, why did I choose policemen? There are many topics related to coronavirus, but this time, policemen are not the frontline heroes. They don't know how to make a vaccine. They don't know how to stop corona. All they know is to save our lives. Even if they have nothing to do with this pandemic, they are still serving us, protecting us from this virus. They are standing outdoors to keep us indoors. Around hundreds of policemen have died and thousands of them have been affected by it. But still, they are working selflessly for us. This poem is a small token of appreciation to them. कुछ लोग तो भगवान का रूप है वर्दी में, डट कर काम करते हैं वो, कड़कती धूप हो चाहे सर्दी में. ऐसा नहीं है कि उन्हें दर्द नहीं होता, वो इंसान ही ऐसे हैं जिन्हें बिना दर्द सहे खुद पे गर्व नहीं होता. जब मुश्किलें हम पर आती हैं तो दर्द उन्हें भी होता है. जब मुश्किलें हम पर आती हैं तो दर्द उन्हें भी होता है. पर हमें क्या, हमारा तो दिमाग के साथ रूह भी सोता है. और फिर ये सुनने को मिलता है, ये करते ही क्या है, इनका काम ही है रिश्वत लेना. ये करते ही क्या है, इनका काम ही है रिश्वत लेना. आसान है ना दिन भर बिना आराम के धूप में पहरा देना. कोरोना का डर तो तुम्हें भी लगता है और उन्हें भी लगता है. कोरोना का डर तो तुम्हें भी लगता है और उन्हें भी लगता है. फर्क बस इतना है कि उन्हें फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है. फिर भी लोग उन्हें परेशान करने से पीछे हटते नहीं. ऐसा बर्ताव करते हैं मानो वो इंसान ही नहीं. बदनामी के जहर को पीते हैं वो लोग, बदनामी के जहर को पीते हैं वो लोग. हमें बचाने के लिए हर दिन मरते हैं वो लोग. तो क्यों बेवजह हम इन्हें बदनाम करें. आओ अपनी जिंदगी का छोटा सा लम्हा इन पुलिस वालों के नाम करें. धन्यवाद.
Keshav, your presentation was as vivacious as you are. A poem dedicated to the corpse is indeed a noble gesture to the men in khaki who have been offering persistent service to the society against all odds. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Last but not the least, we have Ms. Abha Tripathi, who will share her literary piece with us. Over to you, Abha.
Thank you, sir. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. A very good afternoon to one and all present here, honorable dignitaries, respected principal, sir, and all the dear viewers. Today, I, Abha Tripathi, of BCom third semester, got such a wonderful opportunity to throw light on the importance of hope during this pandemic by reciting a self-written poem from my blog called Hope is All We Can Do. Hope is something so important that it can make the present moment less difficult to bear. If we believe that tomorrow will be all right, we can bear a hardship today. This is the message which I would like to deliver with my poem that contains monorhyme stanzas. Hope is all we can do. A virus so small, all are now its straw. Trace of humans, not at all, even empty roads born. All are locked at their home. None is allowed to roam. Migrants in form of dome running back to their home. Life makes everyone run, even if one has some fun. Many can't even buy bun, neither at night nor under sun. People are now living, tear-stained faces so rigid. Nothing now is vivid. Sadly, we live with COVID. Laughed and stayed in groups, now away from troops. Tough to pass such time loops. COVID neither breaks nor stoops. Life has now become hollow, uncertainty to swallow. To live and see tomorrow, self-isolation one must follow. Sanitizing is important to fight against this militant. One must commit at the instant to defeat this dicey mutant. All things are closed, school and mall, as this virus still stands tall. Together we stand, divided we fall. People must know these all. Everyone needs to have nerve, not just to stand and observe, but to care for others and serve. This is what the poor deserve. Many are already dead. Several are sick on bed. Even more is going to spread. People are praying in dread. This deadly virus is ghost. Rares will never be lost. Hope is required the most. Optimism at any cost. This darkness will turn bright. Everything will be all right. Let's hope and hold on tight and fight with all our might. Thank you.
To write a poem, one requires enough of literary skill, and to write monorhyme stanzas, one needs to be even more skilled. Superb display of creativity, Abha.
Thank you, sir.
Now that the presentation of all the students are over, I must seize the opportunity to play the video created by the members of Vetratva DSBM Literary Club in association with the tech-savvy members of DSBM IT Club during the lockdown period. I must mention that may it be voice recording or video editing, everything was done of lockdown.
This lockdown has made us refrain ourselves from going outside
and doing all those things which we used to do during the normal days,
Corona is powerful.
and has thus forced us to stay indoors, but
Corona can neither suppress our psyche
nor bind it with chains
as our psyche has enormous potential.
to travel beyond horizon in fraction of seconds.
So, during this lockdown,
Let's be active
creative,
and simultaneously discover the strength of our psyche.
by unraveling the potential of our Vetratva, the knowledge.
I earnestly believe that you all might have really liked the video. With this, we step into the time frame when we will get an opportunity to lend ears to the eminent luminaries who have graced this literary webinar. Thus, I would like to seize the moment to request the Reverend Keynote speaker, Sri Manoranjan Mishra, to share his views upon this literary webinar. Please, sir.
Thank you. I'm very much thankful to you all, sir, those who have given me a chance to speak over here. So let me begin with Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama said to her children that this is the right time. The pandemic is the right time to think how life is all about. So her assessment is, before pandemic, the life was different. It was so fast and furious, like treadmill. So here in the lockdown period, we have a different life. It's a time to introspect. It's a time to think about how life all about. There are so many good things happened during this period. As a TV journalist, I find my viewership has been increased manifold. So many people watching our television. And we television reporters, we television producers, we always want that many people should be with us so that we'll get over others. And here is the right time. Pandemic has given us an opportunity to increase our viewership. Is not it an opportunity for the television viewers or the television stations? I think I have been benefited a lot. In your personal life also, you must have got something else to ponder over. So around me, I find so many good things. What I find, before pandemic, before lockdown, the world was thinking about trade, commerce, arms deal, and till yet, the world has neglected biology. which is fundamental to life. The unknown diseases, the pandemic, that was least in our agenda. But the pandemic has changed the world view, and we are thinking in a different light. So we are focusing on healthcare, which is good. We are focusing on sanitization. We are focusing on cleanness. This was not before pandemic. So in the pre-pandemic period, we neglected many things. Now it has given us an opportunity to think over. Individual life, the life of the planet, the life of a country has already been changed. So one thing that I am enlightened, that here is a time when nature forces you that you should be isolated, you should be quarantined. These are the new words introduced in our daily life, and this is the new normal. So when you are individual, you should think about yourself. That means you must have self-belief. You must have your own conviction. You must isolate yourself from the rest of the world, and you should judge your own performance. So self-belief, self-conviction is the new goal that I am experiencing with myself. So another good thing I find that for India, this is an opportunity. When everybody is talking about Chinese aggression, about the Chinese virus, now many countries shifting their base, industrial base to different parts of the world. And here is an opportunity for India to welcome them. So in the economic front, there has been change. In the social sphere, there has been a change. So many countries, the political system has been immensely influenced. So in any case, if you judge, I will take only 1 minute. The pandemic is nothing new to the world. You must have heard about Spanish flu. You must have heard the great European plague in the 15th century. What happened at that point in time? Many people died in the 16th century. And as a result, there was the scarcity of labor. And the labor got a bargaining power. There was a wage enhancement in Europe. So in India also, we find so many people were working on the road. Right now, this has given an opportunity to the government to think about the millions, the lesser human beings, those who live in the slums, those who work hard but get least, and this is the time to care the real have-nots. And this has given an opportunity to government, and you must see that in the package, what Nirmala Sitharaman announced, there was many announcements for the migrants. And here is a policy shift towards the least developed part of our, the people, those who have been getting least benefit from this system. So in many ways, the pandemic has benefited us, and we are hopeful that new changes will come to life. Don't live life mechanically. Life should be changed, and it should change in a positive direction. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Positive vibes that you transmitted into the young minds of the students of DSBM shall really help them to become more optimistic. The mantra of self-conviction mentioned by you, worth high, during such a perilous period, such a dosage of positivity was indeed essential. Thank you again, sir. Now, the much awaited time has come when the Reverend Chief Speaker of the literary webinar, Major General B.K. Mahapatra, will share his valued remarks over this event. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. Firstly, it's a great privilege. I have attended many after the lockdown, many webinars, and we have our management college, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. We have conducted 10 of them. And I have attended with other universities and other. And I must tell you, to all the audience, this is the best, most enjoyable. We have been hearing of erudite, experienced people, but this is a revelation. This is a revelation, the young mind, what they are seeing and absorbing. That is the most important thing, and I must congratulate DSBM for organizing it. And all the young ladies, young speakers who came out, that is really from within their heart. And this is more important, to give opportunity to them. And I would recommend not only DSBM, all the forums that I am engaged with, I will recommend them, get the students to speak on this subject. Economy, we have done enough. All right. So first and foremost, so it has been proved without a fail, and it has been indicated by the students that adversity has been converted to opportunity. And DSBM has done it, and the students are showing it. We have shown our agility, we have shown the flexibility, we have resilience, adaptability, accommodativeness, and most important, creativity. And that is today our demonstration. Now, this period has been rightly utilized for development of body, mind, and soul. The body, mind, and soul. But out of these things, first thing which needs to be tackled is the soul. The second thing will come to the mind. Second thing will come to the mind. The soul has been utilized. The mind has been utilized by the young speakers. They have properly utilized it. And this has been an excellent period and this opportunity. I'll go one by one what they have given out. And it is remarkable indeed. And they are the people who should give it out now. The next time, please I'll request the principal, sir, to send me a thing, what they have indicated. And these are the things. Let us put them. Otherwise, everybody says, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya, wo ho gaya. All sorts of problems are there. Doesn't matter. So, the body, mind, and soul. And in that, we will be tackling IQ, EQ, emotional quotient, SQ, social and spiritual quotient, and AQ. AQ is the adversity quotient, which is now being given great emphasis. You people are hearing about Rajput, what is this, the actor who, Sushant Rajput. After that, you have somebody else dying and all that. And lot of depression, lot of suicides have taken place. So this is opportunity for AQ also, adversity quotient. I'm happy that the DSBM is emphasizing not only on IQ. IQ means marks. Enough of it. Please concentrate on EQ, emotional quotient. That's the character, what an individual will be. Then the social, lifelong relationship with people, with the nation, with the colleagues, with the friends, all those people. And these are the people ultimately will be successful. Not only IQ, too much of emphasis. I would say 95% is emphasis is on IQ, including D.A.V. including D.A.V. So I think this now we must focus. And the latest national education policy which has come out, we had a webinar. I was one of the speakers there. A lot of things have been attempted. For the first time, I would say officially attempted, rote learning must be downgraded, critical learning has to come up. That has, and they have also said emotional quotient, your vocational training, all those things are important. Though I'm taking startup of Dibyasa, her main focus was environment. Her main focus was environment. And when she was speaking, I was remembering Greta, the environment, the warrior, which is that young girl all over the world is talking about her. Dibyasa will be another one. She has focused on this.
Much. I'm so flattered.
You are
Thank you.
focused on that. You have said migrants, forest fire, empathy, gratitude. Gratitude is one thing we should now time for us to give out. And environment. And Vasudeva Kutumbakam. You mentioned that in other words. The whole world is today now one. Everybody, no barriers, no barriers. So that is excellent. Then the next person came, the first one, then second came Punyata. She has focused on self-analysis, introspection, that is goes to the spiritual side, that goes to the spiritual side. She has gone, and that is self-analysis and introspection. That is where you'll know what you are, what do you want to achieve, what is the purpose of life. So that is her thing. Next is Purvi. Purvi gave out courage. We can do it. We'll fight it. We'll defeat Corona. We'll defeat Corona. The unseen enemy is there, but we'll be able to defeat that. So she focused on that, courage, and we can defeat it. Next comes, and the poster, the painting, the poster that she gave out, it was absolutely innovative. It was innovative. That should be, I would say, go viral. And the poetry gave out, it was excellent. Well, I can see you smile now. I can see you smiling. Very nice. Poster, painting, it is unique and innovative. Next, we come to our young, vibrant Tibrewal. He spoke in Hindi. Excellent. Excellent. And he has given out the message. One of the main messages, awareness of us towards the service providers, towards the healthcare people, whom we were not giving much of importance. We are not giving much of importance. So now this is one phase where we know even the sweeper who comes to our house, the newspaper vendor who comes to the house, how important they are and how much they are making our life so comfortable. We have realized that. So that is the focus on Tibrewal's thing. Abha have taken a great canvas, and I must congratulate all these young speakers. With this, congratulations to DSBM and good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, your generous words of appreciation does mean a lot to each of us, especially the ones with the skill of creating literary pieces. All throughout, people have been discussing a lot about hard skills, but the time has come to deal with the soft skills, may it be emotional quotient or adversity quotient. Sir, the way you focused on each presenter and each presentation means so very much to us. Gratitude enough, sir. Thank you again. We are really indebted to you.
One more thing, allow me.
Yes, sir.
This is the time. Remember, Nehru, when he was in the prison, he wrote Discovery of India. Remember, Nelson Mandela, he is the one who wrote 5 books. And if we go back to our history, Kalidas, when he was imprisoned, he wrote Meghdut and all those poems. It comes out. So the young people, this is an opportunity for you. Go ahead, write whatever you want. Go ahead. Thank you. God bless.
Amazing, sir. The way you are motivating, it really does mean a lot. You motivated 2 years back when you are here, and now also you are really motivating with each of your words, with each of your expressions. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you.
DSBM always believes to offer all that the students deserve, and for their diligent effort, the student contributors deserve accolades and certificates. Thus, it is time now to showcase the e-certificates which has already been emailed to the respective students by this very moment. after the e-distribution of e-certificates, I would like to request Mrs. Ipsita Das to boost the morale of the students by her inspiring words. Please, ma'am.
Anshuman, whether madam is there present in the online?
Ma'am was there. Maybe she. Okay.
Just check. Otherwise, we can go for next event.
Okay, maybe she has just got disconnected. I'll just move ahead with the next one. Moving ahead, I would like to derive a line from an ancient sacred Indian text. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava, which means respect mother, father, guru, and guest, as they are all forms of God. As I had previously mentioned, we have a guardian here, the chief speaker of the event, Major General B.K. Mohapatra. Sir, we can't offer you anything except love and respect, but in return, we seek your blessings and hope to flourish under the shed of your good wishes, sir.
The mere fact you have done this thing and listening to the young speakers, it has been the most delightful thing, as I mentioned to you, absolute delightful. Please, madam, this is the best thing you can do, and I'm going to follow that. I've learned this thing in our management college, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. We already had a webinar for them, but this is a new thing I have learned. We'll go ahead with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, actually, overnight, the students, they have created a small video as a token of respect for you. Overnight, it has happened. This morning,
Wow.
we created actually a small one. So we would like to dedicate it to you. Please, sir.
Wow. My God, how would you have made it? I'm amazed. I'm amazed.
Hope you liked it, sir.
Absolutely. This is the best gift which has been given to me. Thank you very much.
This is the efforts of the students only.
Yeah, I am
Our
amazed.
job is to just motivate the young minds.
How they have been able to get these things together, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
They are clever, they are smarter. Any problem I have, I go to my granddaughters are already more than 30 years old. The youngest one is about 26. So I go to them. I learn from them. Any technical problem, I go to them. And they give very good advice also. This is for the senior people to note. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now, slightly going back, I would like to repeat the lines that I had repeated a short while from now. Atithi Deva Bhava. Yes, I mean the honorable keynote speaker. Sir, on behalf of the entire fraternity of DSBM, I would like to read out a small token of admiration as a symbol of peace. Please, sir. Shri Manoranjan Mishra, the keynote speaker, literary webinar. Team DSBM takes the privilege to accolade this meticulous personality whose sincere and notable contributions towards offering truthful information to the public set him apart as an exemplary persona. Through his uprightness and firm belief, he has not only emerged as an iconic media personal in Odisha, but also as the vocal representative of the Odia people. Team DSBM gladly accolades such an individual who is a true source of inspiration. Sir, kindly accept enormous reverence from all of us. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor.
Thank you, sir. Having you here, it really means a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, that we have reached the concluding part of this literary webinar. The time has come to deliver the all-valuable vote of thanks. Thus, I would like to request the Students Coordinator of Vitratva DSBM Literary Club, Ms. Tejaswini Naik, to do the needful. Over to you, Tejaswini. It's all yours now.
Ansuman, I just want to share one message here. Manoranjan sir, on behalf of the team DSBM of 450 students and staff of 20, President of DSBM Sri M.M. Panda, Dr. K.C. Satpathy, and Major Mahapatra, I request Manoranjan Mishra sir to accept this Manapatra on the DSBM digital platform.
Thank you very much.
Sir, we are very happy and honored to have your presence here, and we will be also sending this to your good office.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Major General B.K. Mahapatra, to activate this DSBM digital campus. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless. God bless.
So Tejaswini, it's all yours now.
Thank you so much, sir. Sonia Lyubomirsky, the author of the bestseller, The How of Happiness, a scientific approach to getting the life you want, rightly stated that gratitude is an antidote to negative emotions, a neutralizer of envy, hostility, worry, and irritation. It is savoring. It is not taking things for granted. It is present-oriented. A very good afternoon to one and all. I'm Tejaswini Nayak, a 6th semester BBA student of this prestigious institution. And I am glad enough to get such an enormous opportunity to put forward the all-valuable vote of thanks in such an event where we just witnessed the young literary minds of DSBM showcasing us their observation on COVID-19 through their creativity. At the onset, it is an honor for me to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Chief Speaker of this literary webinar, Major General B.K. Mahapatra, for his gracious presence. Sir, having such a vivacious persona amongst us means a lot to the entire fraternity of Team DSBM. Thank you so very much for your valuable time and scintillating words. My next heaps of thankfulness is also dedicated to the revered keynote speaker, Shri Manoranjan Mishra, for gracing this event with his all-valuable presence. Sir, the way you motivate millions of viewers through your pragmatic news report, similarly, you did inspire us in this event. Thank you so very much. At this event, how can I not thank the principal of D.A.V. Public School, Unit 8, Bhubaneswar, Mrs. Ipsita Das, who has always been the foundation of constant support to Team DSBM. Gratitude enough, ma'am. I also encompass the moment to express my profound gratefulness to the principal of DSBM, Dr. D.N. Mishra, for giving us a holistic opportunity to showcase our potential, may it be literature or management, accounting, or information technology. Gratitude enough, sir. My next notes of acknowledgement goes to the coordinator of DSBM, Dr. Anjali Panda, members of the Faculty Council, and the staff of DSBM for their kind cooperation. Thank you. I must also thank the coordinator of Vitratva and the moderator of this literary webinar, Mr. Anshuman Mohanty, for his persistent efforts towards grooming and motivating the literary skills in the students. Thank you, sir. My loads of greetings is also dedicated to Dibyasha Pradhan, Punyata Dash, Purvi Patnaik, Keshav Tibrewal, and Ava Tripathi for their creative contribution. Thank you. I cannot stop myself from thanking the people behind the screen, P. Shubham Patra and Shritam Tripathi, for offering entire technical assistance in creating various e-documents for this literary webinar. Thank you. Last but not the least, I bestow my loads of acknowledgement to the all-valuable audience who have joined us via Zoom and online streaming in Facebook and YouTube. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much, all of you. Now, before signing off, I would like to request all to kindly look into the camera with the video on so that we can take a screenshot so that we can cherish in future.
And simultaneously, I can announce here, all the students, you have already might receive the e-certificate. I have already got acknowledgement from your end. Our office has already delivered the e-certificate with all photographs of all eminent dignitaries. And I got the acknowledgement the students they have already received. So I convey my best wishes for all the students for having such wonderful platform.
What about certificate for us, Principal Sir?
Sir, that the video, sir, we have given, and for Manoranjan, sir, we made this campus vibrant on account of these presents.
Thank you.
Sir, let us go for photograph session.
So I would like to request the technical coordinators to do the needful. 10 seconds. Thank you all. Thank you, keynote speaker sir. Thank you, chief speaker sir. Thank you, everybody, all the viewers, everybody. From right now, I'm signing off from DSBM digital platform. Take care and have a great time ahead.
God bless, God bless, God bless.
Thank you, sir.